Lizzo's highly anticipated comeback seemed to come and go. Why is that? Lizzo released her single Rumors alongside Cardi B just 2 months ago. It peaked at number 4. Now it's no longer present on the Hot 100. Starting with the song itself, Cardi B completely steals the show. This is basically her song. She outshines Lizzo, and honestly it's the best part of the song. I find the track to just be a bit awkward, and the verses and chorus to feel so undercooked. While the song can just be written off as mediocre or bad, I think there are some other things that could have played a part in this song's underperformance. The most noticeable is a complete narrative change. Rumors is obviously Lizzo's bid to become a provocateur. Rumors is essentially addressing the rumors surrounding Lizzo, so much I feel she had to do some deep diving for because I've rarely if ever heard of them. Also, the song loses its narrative in an attempt to be quirky, and she starts listing things she likes. I love on polls, I am body goals, this from my soul, black people made rock and roll, which is like great and all, but isn't this supposed to be about your rumors? I really feel like she was sort of pulling for Missy Elliott personified in this song, but she just doesn't quite pull it off. But also, Lizzo's drama just isn't that interesting or convincing public or musical narrative in my opinion. Like, yes, Lizzo could easily make a song firing back at haters who simply hate on her because of her body size. Not because they have valid criticism, but because of her weight. And that's totally convincing and justified. But her rapping about not f***ing Drake yet isn't exactly something that many people are aware of or has become a major part of her brand. Also, it just seemed a bit thirsty name dropping someone so big. Also, just to cut through the jibber jabber, Lizzo can just be very cringy at times. It almost feels like she's trying too hard, and this provocateur act isn't something that comes natural to her in the same way that it comes to Rihanna, for example, who's always had this sort of edge about her. Lizzo broke out as a fun, silly breath of fresh air, and her music typically leaned on universal themes of acceptance, self-love, heartbreak, and just having fun. Then she returns, her music is less universal and a bit disjointed and not as convincing. I just don't think people are interested in Lizzo's rumors, as opposed to if someone like Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B made a song like this solely, it may have fared better, since they have experienced public drama or turmoil that has actually been intertwined with their images, stories, or actual careers, unlike Lizzo. The other thing is that the song itself, Lizzo has some good cuts on her last LP. Juice is probably her best song. She's confident, she's naturally humorous, and it's just a well-rounded and produced song. I think it writes the perfect line of being personal and also pretty universal. The Rumors song in particular feels like an unfinished idea. It's just under 3 minutes, but there's not much of a chorus, it's just horns, and her rhymes in the verses are pretty juvenile and not exactly catchy. Cardi pops in, saves the show, and before you know it, the song is over. It's just not as catchy as her prior material. Lizzo has had a lot of hype surrounding this release because it is the follow-up to her breakthrough, but unfortunately it underperformed. Since the song's release, Lizzo has been doing some cringe things like showing her entire butt on Instagram Live, taking full frontal selfies on the toilet, and giving TED Talks about twerking. It's sort of sad that she's taken this route because it's not some revolutionary thing, it's just off-putting and unnecessary. Lizzo is very talented, and while I agree she gets some unfair hate for her body, some of the stuff she does is just tasteless, and I wish she didn't take the forced stunts route and let her talent breathe through. Lizzo said she was sick of rumors, and it seems like the world was sick of it too, only after 2 months.